Hey guys, we're here in front of the Cottage Bistro on Main Street, where tonight, inside is a very interesting and quirky event. Sarah Bynoe, local actress, comedian, writer, and self-proclaimed producer of Fun Times, is hosting an event known as Say What? Readings in Deliciously Rotten Writing. Say what? Well, let's go inside, talk to Sarah, and see what it's all about. Sarah Bynoe, writer, director, producer of Fun Times. You're producing this really cool event. Say what? Tell us, what exactly is this event all about?
So it's Say What? Readings of Deliciously Rotten Writing. It is a comedy show where people read from terrible books. What happens is I find funny people and I give them the task to find a book that makes them say what? As in, this book is crazy, dialogue's atrocious, plot doesn't make any sense, who in their right mind would publish this garbage?
And how did this whole crazy idea come together?
Well, the original story came from, I was living in London, England, and I went on a weekend holiday to Bath, and we stayed in a hostel, and there was this terrible romance novel called Dark Avenger, and I just read aloud to it all weekend, and my friends thought it was ridiculous, and they started finding terrible books in, like charity shops and sent them to me and were like, do more readings of this, and I had some YouTube videos, and I was like, this is a show. I could just do a show of this.
Now off to your wild blue yonders.
You promise you'll lock the doors immediately?
I promise. Besides, I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone, with your pillow beside me.
My pillow? My pillow?
Well, I have to have something to keep me company while you're away.
David, great job so far. You seem to have a real affinity for bad writing. Where did this skill come from?
I just like when there's earnestness, when they meant to do well. Because everyone wants to cheer the hero. Everyone wants to realize their potential. And when you see someone trying so hard, yet failing so poorly.
I'm wondering, have you ever had any kind of backlash for this? Because essentially what you're doing is we're making fun of people's poor writing.
No, there's never been any kind of a backlash. Although, because I threatened to read this book, some people take this book really seriously. Really seriously. And you're like, it's about some cheese, some mice, right? It's a pretty simple analogy, and it made this man millions of dollars. And you want to see Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Okay,
Yeah.
the little script we just did there.
Yeah, that's the script we just did.
Go ahead, my friend, but move very carefully.
I, a fiend, we did not come here as enemies. I came only with friendly intentions to talk, to ask your aid. Oh, aid?
Kind of funny you're at an event like this where you're actually reading books that were written by duds.
Yes, good one. With my last name, yes. This is like the third one that I've done, and I enjoy doing this because I normally do stand-up, and sometimes the audiences are less than intellectual, these audience are super into it, and they're very, very intelligent, very well educated.
So do you have a literature background? Because you seem quite well read.
Oh yeah, I have an honors degree in literature, which I got while studying in a monastery. When I tell people that I lived in a monastery, they often think that I am making that up, which I find very funny because I'm like, why would I lie about being a monk? Because it's not that sexy.
So this is apparently people who are not very familiar with the concept of what quotation marks are for, right? So it turns signs into something completely suspicious. Like this one that says, employees must wash hands. And then there's the Westminster Service Center, motor vehicle engineers with integrity.
Any other final thoughts or comments about tonight's show?
Basically, if you've never been to this show before, you have to come because, it makes you look at literature a completely different way.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, I had just started to unbutton her blouse.
Who knew it could be so much fun making fun of really bad, deliciously rotten writing? Say what? For City Lights and Novus TV, I'm Jordan Wade.
Such a platter.